Welcome back to Feel Better with Lauren. I'm Lauren. Thanks for joining me. Good morning. Hit like, notify, and subscribe, although it seems a little bit early to be thinking about that. Hopefully you had a great night's sleep last night. Maybe you're trying some of those videos of mine that will get your body and your mind together so that you have a great night's sleep. And if you have a great night's sleep, I can guarantee you'll start to feel better. Now this morning, maybe you wake up and you don't feel like you want to do something too intense. And that's what today's video is going to be. Just the 10 minutes to wake up our body, to get everything moving again so that you can hit the ground running, so you can feel like you're ready to take on the world, so that you can feel better. Sometimes after a great night's sleep, it takes a little while for me to get going again. So a quick 10-minute warm-up to get your body and mind focused and feeling good. But you can do this any time of day. It's going to be about 10 minutes and we're just going to stretch a little bit. We're going to keep breathing in and out through our nose. And at the beginning, though, we're going to get rid of all that residual air in our lungs, get it replaced with some good, fresh oxygen. So in through our nose and out through our mouth, and push all that air out of your lungs. Cross-legged at the back of your mat or the back of your space. Now let's keep on breathing through our nose with it strained at the back of our throat, like we're fogging up a mirror, but with our mouth closed. Now let's just sit for a few moments, feel where we're feeling, feel what's touching the mat, feel how our body feels at the beginning of this day or the beginning of this video. And just sort of move a little tiny bit, check in with yourself. How does everything feel? Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. With each inhale in, feel like yourself expanding a little bit. Feel like your spine is getting a little bit straighter. You're growing up towards the sun. Everything wants to start moving again, just nice and slowly. Last breath in. Now let's just wake up the back of our spine. Try to hinge at your waist. We're just going to fall over. This is what I often like, just to gently stretch down. So inhale and we make some space, and exhale, we fall into that space. You can feel that your spine expanding. And one last breath in. Just gently push yourself up. We'll switch our legs into the other direction. And just do the other side. It works on your spine a little bit. Hinging on your hips again. Inhale in and fall down. And last breath in. I'm not stretching as much as I normally would. Let's roll over and go onto our toes and wake up the back of our feet onto our toes. And let's get a good stretch going in the back of our feet here. Just get ready to start the day. But again, nothing's too intense. We just want to get our body moving after that great night's sleep, or maybe we've been sitting a while and we just want to wake everything up. With our hands in front, we're just going to wake up our wrists and do a couple of quick circles around, following our breath in and out through our nose. Let's go the other way. Every time we go back, we just sort of stretch a bit more onto our feet. Go up as far over as our wrist as is comfortable. Now let's switch the wrist direction and have it pointing our knees, maybe a little bit closer. And just sort of inhale and exhale backwards and forwards here. Just to get a little stretch in our forearms and keep stretching our feet. Last breath in. Come out of that, stand your feet for a moment. Just shake out your hands. Things are coming awake a little bit. We'll go into puppy pose. So off our toes, our heels over top, our knees over, underneath our hips, and just try to get our head down to the ground. Just a gentle stretch, and this stretches the top of our spine a little bit. And stretch the side of your chest, I can feel. Last breath in here. And gently come up to tabletop. Another great way to start the day. And this gets all your lower back going and your intestines going and everything. So inhale, sink your stomach all the way down and tilt your head up. And exhale, out to cat. Tuck your tailbone underneath, stretch out, separate your shoulder blades, and then inhale. Doesn't have to go all that far, just get a little rhythm going. Inhale, drop your belly and chest. Exhale, push away. Inhale, and exhale, push away. Everything's moving a little bit here. Now go back and we're going to slither forward, another one of my faves, into Sphinx pose. Your elbows underneath your shoulders, and it's the morning. Just keep your butt flexed a little bit just to keep your spine engaged and in the right direction. And just gently relax into this. Just let your spine know that it's awake and it's okay to be awake. Usually I push up higher. I'm not ready for that in the morning. So just relaxing into the Sphinx pose. Last breath in. And relax down onto your forearms here. And now, just a gentle switch. If the intense version of this hand is with when your arm is up. In this case, I'm going to put my left arm facing straight out. I'm going to bend my right leg, and I'm just going to gently push over, put my head down on the ground. And if you don't want to push the whole way, you're just trying to get a little bit of feeling in your spine just to wake everything up. This right here is exactly the spot I want to be in. Last breath in. Relax back, and we'll go the other side. Your right arm out straight, your left leg bent, then flip over. On this side, I can't go quite as far. So that's where I'm stopping today for this. Just to feel it in my spine. Last breath in. And come back into the middle here. Just rock your hips back and forth if you like. Things are starting to wake up a little bit. That's nice. I'm going to push back into child's pose, cracking my big toes close together, my knees apart, and stretch forward and planting my hips back onto my heels as far as I can, and just gently coming forward under this. I'm going to do 2 more breaths here. And last breath. And we're going to bring ourselves up into a downward dog. Because it's morning, I'm going to keep my knees nice and bent. I'm just going to pedal things out a little bit here. I'm going to find a good spot, and then once I've got that movement out, I'm just going to push in, try to keep a nice straight line from my wrists up to my hips. And then I'm going to gently straighten my legs a little bit, but not so much, just so I can feel it to start off this day. Last breath in, and then I'm going to exhale into plank, keeping my tailbone tucked, my shoulders separated, and everything's just relaxed into this situation here. That's sort of the most intense I'm going to get today. Last breath in, I'm going to go back to downward dog. Just focus there for a second. And I'm going to walk back up to the back of the mat into a squat. If I'd started with this, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Not this morning. But I seem to be able to do it now. Put a little bit of pressure on with my triceps onto my knees and roll out my wrists a little bit. Now, plant my hands, push my hips up, and gently roll all the way to the top, hands over your head. Kick your hips out a little bit. Sort of look up and get some of that sun on your face. Breath in and reach it over all the way to the left side. As far as you can go that's comfortable. Last breath in to the top again. Exhale. The other side feels a little different on this side. Last breath in. And up above us again. Interlace your hands behind. Stretch out your chest. And then back into the centered position. Up above. Big breath in. And then slowly a forward fold. Just let yourself hang. I like to grab my elbows. I like to make a few like figure eights with my tracing figure eights. Move your feet around a little bit. So just shake everything out a little bit. Do an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Put your arms behind your head. Just stretch out the back of our upper back a bit. Again, a little bit of movement. Just getting everything straightened. Slowly let your hands come down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then crunch down into a little tiny ball. And slowly, like super slow motion, roll up. Really, really slow. One vertebrae at a time. Let's go above your head. And exhale back to that standing prayer position, the position where you can't help but be balanced, where your thumbs touch your sternum, your shoulders relaxed, and your head around, things are going. And let's just take 2 moments here. It's not a big meditation, but just sort of take a second to think how great today is going to be. And I'll see you in the next video. Always talk to your healthcare professional before starting a new regime. If you experience pain, discomfort, or dizziness, slow down or stop. These videos will become easier each day, but if it doesn't feel right today, go slower or move to another video. Listen to your body.